Dear ladies, dear gentlemen, dear friends, I am honored to send you my message and my greetings from Germany to the Philippines. Today the United Nations, governments, international development agencies and farmers' organizations celebrate the final ceremony of the International Year of Family Farming in Manila. I would have gladly attended this important event in my role as Special Ambassador for Europe. I apologize that unfortunately I am not able to join you in Manila. The UN International Year of Family Farming has almost come to an end. It is time now to look back and reflect on what has been achieved. We should also discuss how to ensure that the importance of family farming remains in focus beyond 2014. I can assure you that as a family farmer myself, I am extremely proud that I had the opportunity to act as Special Ambassador for Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, why is the UN International Year of Family Farming so important? Well, food insecurity is still a topic which is of the utmost importance. So the number of hungry and malnourished people is decreasing. There are still 805 million people who suffer from hunger and malnutrition. This situation is more than scandalous. To quote the Director General of FAO, Mr. José Graziano da Silva, when we speak of hunger, the only number we can accept is 0. This UN year should draw attention to what family farmers contribute and what they could contribute in the future to global food security if the right conditions were provided. We count around 500 million family farms that produce 80% of the food worldwide. This International Year of Family Farming is a great opportunity to emphasize the constraints and the challenges of farmers worldwide and to raise political and social awareness. In terms of world food security, there are a lot of people who talk about farmers. There are not enough people who talk with them. We need to change the situation and use our authentic voice as farmers to create awareness for the need of business-oriented family farming at national and international level. During the year, I was often asked, what is the definition of family farming? It is definitely not only the size of land or the number of animals which defines whether a farm can be considered as a family farm or not. What clearly defines is the term family farming is that the decision-making, risk management, the workforce, the land and the special lie in the hands of family farmers. It does not make sense to glorify small-scale farming. Small-scale farmers need to grow and be profitable. They need to become organized in associations and cooperatives, assisting them to develop, to be more productive and find a way out of subsistence. Family farming is very dynamic. Family farmers think in terms of generations. Family farms create stability and as a cultural backbone of rural areas. Let me conclude by underlining the most important conditions for a world of zero hunger. First of all, there has to be a reliable political framework for farmers. Legal certainty is an absolute precondition for urgent investments in agriculture. Good governance is key. Independent farmers' organizations are crucial. Farmers' associations as a united voice, cooperatives, producer organizations and machinery ring associations are important to make agriculture more effective. They can enable small-scale farmers to be more productive. Education is the key. We have to attract young people to agriculture. They need education and access to information. It should be guaranteed that working in agriculture is profitable for young people. It is not only about increasing agriculture production. Profitable and sustainable value chains have to be created. Processing and added value to the products are essential for rural areas. This can also create alternative job opportunities and prevent some developing countries from being solely dependent on the export of raw material. Only autonomous and sustainable modernization and intensification of agriculture will be able to feed and at the same time provide ecological services for a growing world population. We have to join forces to ensure that our important activities will continue beyond 2014. I will do my best to keep policymakers and society at large aware of our needs and challenges. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a successful conference and fruitful discussions.